What's up, guys? It is Will here, back again for another episode of Collectors Mingle. We got an awesome panel for you guys on the docket here. We got 166 Marco, we got El Profesoro, and Leao, of course, 16 Scale Man. We're going to talk about a lot of cool stuff tonight. We're going to talk about the new Doctor Strange from Multiverse of Madness. We're going to talk about the Transformers statue from Queen Studios. There's a lot of Queen Studios / InArt on the docket tonight. There's a Gandalf that we all know about that they just showed a little bit more for, so that's pretty exciting. Queen Studios also showed their docket, what's coming up for them on InArt, rather, in their 1/6 line, coming up over the next year or so. So a lot of cool stuff, some philosophical stuff along the way too. Just be on the lookout right around the corner after we hit the intro. That was perfect timing. Whoever that was. It was either Mario or Leao. I'm not sure who that was.
It was me.
Okay. Should have known. Guys, thanks so much for joining tonight. It's going to be a blast. Like I said, a lot of cool topics on the docket. Mario just went completely black screen on us. So I don't know what happened. Oh, he said his PC crashed. Okay, I'm going to through him. So, guys, let's go ahead and introduce this amazing panel before we get started. Leao, bro. One of our best bros. How you
What's
doing,
up, brother?
Man? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm counting down this week. This is basically the final week before I head out to California for Star Wars celebrations. So I'm so super excited about that, bro. So yeah, a lot of good things, man. And hopefully, considering the simple fact that tomorrow is the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones. Yeah, I'm hoping that we actually get a release tonight. Hope not a reveal. Hope we get a release. I hope we get actually Django or something like that, or who knows what we'll get. But
Loki,
it's coming.
Maybe? Probably not.
You said Loki?
Yeah, Loki. It's not gonna happen, but I can dream.
If it was Loki, man, come on, man. I mean, hey, if it
that's
happens,
Hot Toys
it happens.
For you, though.
That's Hot Toys. They might surprise us. So yeah, that's it, man. That's it, man. Glad to be here. Glad to see you back.
Yeah,
Bro. You've been gone for like a week, but I know
bro. I've been gone because Friday I had a 501st troop. There was a baseball game nearby, so I was Kylo Ren for that. There's some pictures out there I got to find to share with people, but it was really fun. And that was a really, really good one. So, yeah, awesome. I missed Friday's show, but Collectors Mingle is back this week. It'll be back next Sunday as well. I do have to tell the people, though, I am going to miss Leao's show on Wednesday, unfortunately. I'm going to a wedding with my girlfriend, so we're going there, the whole week, so I'll be gone Friday as well for Lights, Camera, Collect. But we'll be back the following week.
Bro, you better be lucky you just now said, I'm going to a wedding with my girlfriend.
Yeah, right.
Because, bro, if you just said I'm going to the wedding, the rumor
it's not
mill,
the wedding,
bro,
it's a wedding.
It would have been a rumor mill. They'd be like, Foxification.
I know, like, what's going on with Foxy Feet? OnlyFans being shut down. He's exclusive now. So, Marco, how you doing today, man?
Chilling today. It's been a long week, back in the office now, and it stinks. I like to work from home more. So.
Really? You're back in the office again?
Back in the office. It's a hybrid right now. Not super happy about it, but trying to have gratitude and be appreciative of where I'm at. But yeah, it's a little bit of a tough transition. So limping into the weekend for sure.
If anyone can handle it, Marco, it's you, bro. Come on now. You
appreciate that.
It's happened to me before too. It's happened to me before too. When I when COVID was really ramping up in maybe 2020, I was home for 3 or 4 months, then they sent us all back. So, and then they sent us back home again. So, and then now we're back in the office again. It was kind of back and forth, but I at least got one remote day a week now. So maybe you'll get something like that.
Some good came out of it. Yeah. Hoping so, but really appreciate you having me today.
Dude, thanks for joining, man. Always appreciate having you. So, all right, let's adjust the chat real quick before we get too far into this. Bruce, everyone waiting for their Foxy Feet fix. Yeah, maybe I'll show the feet tonight. I don't know. Depends. If anyone super chats.
No.
Super chats.
Don't do that. No super chats. And you know that when you say stuff like that, you're inviting,
that's true.
Carlos to come in here and
yeah, he probably will. He'll come in here anyway, so it don't matter, dude. I know. Riley said Will's fault, dude. We'll talk, Riley. We'll talk because Riley, man, he got that JND Batman, so he's riding high right now. Yeah. Bruce Thompson, indeed, he's just too darn I hope you're talking about me, Bruce. I'm gonna take it as yes. Good to see you in the chat as well, Riley. Always great perspective. Yeah, Riley seriously does. To Cothry, Sean Bean in the house. S.Beam, love you, Sean Bean. Paul Hu. Hello there from Taiwan. Can't wait for Obi-Wan series to start next week. Yeah, super excited. I know there are a lot of rumors swirling around, but I've heard none of them, so no one to share them with me, please. Marco Polo said, hey, everyone. Angel in the house. Bob Dylan said, ladies and gentlemen, ready to mingle. I like that. Bob Dylan. Yes. Shao Shao. Hello. Hey, hello. How's everyone? Good. Thanks for joining. Dinesh, good to have you in the house, man. Dinesh, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce your last name. Dinesh Theagaraja? Theagaraja? I don't know. Let me know, Dinesh, if I got that right.
That was a solid try right there.
Ibu, good to see you. Hey, how's everyone doing? Can't wait for the topic site. The topic's gonna be great, Ibu. Always great to see you. So Universal Key. Sorry. Evening, everyone. How you doing? Linda in the house, president of the Pennywise fan club. That's what I call her. AJ Agarusa. Hello, everyone. Friends. Good. Hope everyone is well. Good to see you, AJ. Doc Smizzo in the house. One of the moderators of the channel, actually. I'm pretty sure I made you a mod, Doc. If not, I will. DT Art Man. Game Over Man. What's up? Evening. Docinator. Christian Detour Collections. Nerdified. Beskar Kid. I got distracted by Carlos' super chat. I'm back on track though. Doc Smell said Loki dead. No spoilers, bro. No spoilers. Spice Runner, primetime reviews. Mark Pearson said this panel was fire, dude. It seriously is. These guys are amazing. Mark Pearson said this no hat will is a rare variant. Clearly, we're in the multiverse now, man.
Yeah, we are.
Linda said I've been back in the office since the beginning of March. Yeah, I've been back in the office for like a year now, so it's. Ben Cave said, "What's up, guys?" Let's see. Doc was talking about his company. That's great. Ekwan said, "Did I hear feet?" You sure did. You sure did. Carlito, hey guys. Gigi, dude, just here to get upset. She's here. She's here. Be on your best behavior,
expensive
Marco.
Stream.
Yeah.
Carlos, I'm gonna get to your comment. Don't you worry. Brandon said Foxy Feet. What is up, Brandon? What is up? Nerdified. Oliver Pilgrim. Linda gave me the kiss of face. Thanks so much, Linda. The Thor. Community Arcade, good for your health. Ayo, Sky Esteban, and that's what I said. Will, I've been slaying that wrench for a while now. I thought you were a mod. I'm pretty sure I made you a mod. Let's see. Loki mentioned, not a spoiler for everyone in the chat, reference to Hot Toys. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, I gotta address Carlos. Carlos, dude, $20 for the feet. You really want to see him that badly? The problem is if I show him, how many people are going to turn it off because I haven't clipped it?
Yeah,
Please don't.
Exactly.
Please don't.
Mario wants to see them. I know he plays hard to get, but I know what he wants.
No.
We'll see. Thanks so much, Carlos, man. I appreciate you. So you're the best. Okay. So Mario, I didn't get to. So how you doing, man? I didn't get to check in with you because your PC crashed.
I was doing good until then. Freaking thing, man. I need to get this damn thing replaced. I'm sitting on hardware from 2012, man, that I desperately need.
Oh, really?
2012, yeah. Mario? Come on.
Dude, this was originally built as a Hackintosh back in the day, man. I had fun with it, and I can't justify building a new PC these days, so most likely I'm just going to go back to a Mac Mini or something like that pretty soon. So
that sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
So I love the Apple products, Mario. They're overpriced.
No, same here. I use Mac laptops, stuff like that. I have an old 2013 Air 2, man.
Does it still work?
Dude. Yeah, it still works. The battery's for shit. The screen is going out. But I haven't felt the need to upgrade for the longest time, man. It just does. It did everything that I needed to do. Still kind of does, but yeah.
I need to be in a museum, Mario, not for personal use.
Bro, I'm waiting on an M2, man. That's it. An M1X Pro or M2 or something like that in a mini. I don't want to spend that stuff on a Mac Studio or anything like that, man. So
yeah,
yeah.
Well,
I miss OS 10 or
Tremble Dust said, "Whoa, this is OnlyFans edition. I'm good." Yeah, you walked into my one. Thor said, "I'll send you socks." Maybe it's a good idea, guys. Let's jump straight in here because I know there was some news this week about a new figure dropping, and it is actually from the newest Marvel film, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So. This figure, maybe before I get to the photos, I should announce it is $335. I think a lot of people have seen that already. Slated to come out July to December, so about 2 years from now. It's probably going to get delayed like every figure ever nowadays. It does come with 2 head sculpts. You get an interchangeable one with the eye in the middle of the head. $335 is definitely a big pill to swallow for me. Yeah. So, Leo, how do you feel about this figure? I don't think I've heard you talk about it yet.
Oh, we talked about it. We talked about it last night on Mafia's channel. We talked about it this morning or this afternoon on Collector's Lounge. I'm gonna get it, but I don't know who I'm gonna get it from yet. Well, I kind of have an idea, but I mean, it probably won't be Sideshow. Again, I mean, the price difference on it. I want to go where I can actually use points and it's valid. You know what I mean? I can use points and get it at a much cheaper rate than $235 because I mean $335 because I can't really justify that price for this figure, considering the simple fact that the No Way Home version comes with a diorama, and that's $315. And it still comes. I mean, this comes with a lot of accessories. Granted, you're getting 2 head sculpts, but still, that's unjustifiable for me. You know what I mean? For that much. Maybe for some, for me, it's totally different. And again, it's like, I mean, I don't know. Again, we don't pre-order. We're not in that field anymore. We're not in that era, that space anymore. But once it gets closer to the time, and once it's released, because again, it's probably won't be until 2025. And again,
Right.
we don't know. But yeah, for me, I just don't know, who I'm going to get it from. I love it because it is comic accurate. The head sculpt looks amazing. To have both, in the amalgamation that we actually got from the film itself, loved it. But again, that 235, it scares me because this is the space that we're in right now. Like it's trending upwards that way instead of the other way. You know what I mean? And with all the Star Wars figures, I mean, Star Wars is going to always take priority over Marvel in my case. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So for this price, knowing that we're getting Star Wars content, yeah, I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, man.
Yeah, it's tough, Leo. And about these Obi-Wan figures we're about to get too. I mean, there's going to be a new Darth Vader, a new Obi-Wan. I mean, there's going to be hopefully an Inquisitor. There's going to be some stuff coming out and a lot of heat dropping. So Leo, I do think this is probably the best Doctor Strange head sculpt they've ever done, though.
It is.
I think it really is dead on.
By far,
really
it's the best one because I looked at it at first because I was like, it looks like a combination of Endgame versus the standalone. But you know what I mean? And then they just kind of added and spiced up a few bit and added some different things. But it is definitely the best one with the scowl and everything, how he looks. And the suit, like the suit is more comic accurate. So I do love that. We talked about it, how we wish it was more of a split boot cut type of technology when it comes to this figure, man. It would make the most sense. But for what it's worth, I mean, still, it looks good. It looks great. Aesthetically, it looks great. I mean, I love the new suit. So yeah, I just can't justify that 335 right now, man. I mean, I can't, especially versus a diorama piece. And the thing is, it's like I with this suit, it's like I canceled the other one, with the No Way Home, because there was no use for me having that one. You know what I mean? Because I actually have that suit already. You know what I mean? So I just, this just makes more sense to me. If I was to get it, it would be this version of it. But again, it's just like, I'm saying that now, but who knows what can happen once we get closer to the time.
Yeah. And it's tempting, Leo, in the sense that I do think I only need one Doctor Strange, and I think a lot of people will feel that way. So, and I have the Infinity War one, so I think I'm just going to stick with that, because I really like it. It comes with a lot,
Yeah, I have the same one. The Infinity War version
great.
is decent. It's a great figure, with the accessories and everything it comes with. But I like this suit. I like it because it is, now here's the thing, like I already sat back and said, even if they released variants, at the the variant versions in the from the film, I'll only stick with one still. You know what I mean? I only need one. I'm not going to get multiple versions of it. You know what I mean? I'll probably stick with just the one figure. But yeah, it looks great though. It looks great. It's just that price. It's like, damn, you know what I mean?
Marco, what do you think about this figure, man? I don't know how big of a Doctor Strange fan you are, but how are you feeling about the price and just the overall figure itself?
This is a really tough one because I did love, well, let me not say love. I really, really enjoyed Multiverse of Madness. And so I'm feeling like I would want representation from that film in the collection. But when it comes to Strange and Wanda, I got some tough decisions to make because I already do have the Infinity War Strange like you both. And I am planning on getting that WandaVision Wanda. Mm-hmm. And if she comes anywhere near this price, like that, this price is just, it makes my stomach hurt. It does. It's like, all right, I feel like I can't send them the message that I'm okay with this because it feels like, for two head sculpts, should be closer to like the 280 range, for what they're, charging us for stripped down figures now. So it's tough because it looks great. Like I do love the head sculpt and some really cool accessories. I don't know that the costume is different enough for me to really justify adding to the collection. If he had the yellow gloves, which I know doesn't really fit the character yet. I know they've teased it, right? He showed up in Thor Ragnarok with that. then it might be like, okay, wow, it's different enough, but it just feels so similar. I'm sounding like Gigi right now, but it's feeling so similar to what I already have that, it's going to be tough to justify. If it was closer to, what we're paying for figures right now, it might be a bit more of a no-brainer, but it's definitely going to be a wait and see on this one. And we talked about Star Wars figures dropping. I've been on the fence with C-3PO, and so for about the same price, you could get a die-cast C-3PO. And is it really worth the trade-off here? So tough decisions coming up, but it looks great overall. Just don't want to support this price.
Yeah, I get that. And it's great. It's tough because it's a changing time. I mean, everything's going up in price, not just collectibles. But I'm with you guys. When I first saw this price drop, I was like, damn, like, what am I missing here? Like, why is this price so high? I thought maybe there was an accessory or something I was missing that like was justifying the price. But I don't think I see that here. I mean, I see two head sculpts, but that's pretty normal. I mean, I don't think that's anything crazy. Like, even if you get a masked head sculpt, I mean, I don't think it's that, I thought maybe like 300 tops, I would think, but yeah, I don't know. For me, this makes me want to stick with Infinity War Strange. But Mario, how do you feel about this?
No, absolutely, man. The same. I think, in my opinion, the Infinity War Strange is the best one that's out there. Still holds up to this day. And a matter of fact, I believe they're actually using that sculpt with the third eye and just throwing it in there.
I think you're right, actually.
I don't see anything that warrants 335 in here, man, other than just BS inflation. The effects, there's not near as many as there are in the No Way Home version of this thing either. So it's just I don't know. It's such a bummer because I think honestly, there's going to be some collectors that are going to be even more extremely selective than they already are when it comes to 6-scale figures, right? I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. I do like these effects with the dragons. They actually look cool. I think it would have been a cool extra if they would have thrown in some of the music note effects. Spoilers, y'all.
Yeah, that would have been great.
That would have been, that would have been something special for this particular film. I do like the updated suit. It's nice. Compared that we've seen the same suit like 3 times already in the same figure. I like the touch in the back where they actually patched up the cloak. But yeah, man, it's just the price is definitely a hard pill to swallow. In my opinion, this is definitely a pass for me as I'm focusing more on some of the Star Wars stuff over here, alongside with some other one-offs. So I don't see myself picking this up at all. But for anybody else that's been looking forward to this, I mean, that's awesome. I'm happy for y'all to get it. Me personally, however, I've been infatuated with Wanda lately, and after seeing the movie, I'm like, dude, I really want a Scarlet Witch. But at the same time, Marco, to your point, I'm terrified to see what they're gonna do and if it's actually worth justifying for the freaking price. I don't know, dude, but I say that, but most likely I'll probably pick it up anyway. So.
Well, Mario, I'm more terrified of the WandaVision one not being as good in comparison. That's what I'm kind of worried about because I have WandaVision paid off. So they need to ship that one before they announce the new one, I would assume. But we're all going to feel...
You would assume they do that, right?
Yeah. But I mean, it has it's going to look great.
At the same time, they're also cannibalizing the No Way Home version as well. So why would you have 2 Doctor Strange versions out there, So granted, you are getting different mystical effects for both of them, but I mean, is anybody that much of a diehard Strange fan? I mean, I'm sure there are those collectors out there that probably do collect, Strange only that we're aware of, and I'm sure that will look cool in the collection. But I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to see like why would a company like cannibalize their own product like that? So
right, it's hard to say. I mean, that's what they're doing. No doubt about it. Could have just been maybe some kind of contractual stipulation where you have to release a Doctor Strange in each film or something, or maybe they thought they would sell. I don't know, but you're right. And there's going to be a lot of Doctor Stranges. I mean, we're going to have the original, we're going to have the Infinity War, we're going to have the No Way Home, we're going to have this version, and whatever else he's going to show up in the meantime. So,
and they're all pretty similar, though.
They're all very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the accessories are different. That's it.
Yeah, this will be the one to get, consider that it's just a different suit. And that's it. All the other ones were iterations of the same suit across 3 different films.
And I do like the dragons. They're pretty cool. I like those.
Yeah.
So, but no one's really going to use the handcuffs, I feel like. And, I don't know. They're just stuff thrown in there.
There might be some colors out there that mean the handcuffs,
Yeah, maybe.
Just have he and Loki handcuffed next to each other.
Yeah, Loki, yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I know, right? So... Guys, I want to show something else. I want to show something else too, because I know we had known about this figure, but now we're getting a little bit more reveals about it. So This was actually shown at an event recently where Queen Studios showed this Gandalf figure. So it looks pretty good in these photos. I'm not going to lie. So I'm really excited to kind of see what they do with it. We haven't got a price or anything yet, but we do know it's the next 1/6 figure in the line coming from InArt Queen Studios. And obviously from Lord of the Rings, it's the Fellowship, Gandalf the Gray, not Gandalf the White from the other films. So I think the biggest thing for most people is price. But Marco, I'm going to hop to you on this one. I can't remember how big of a Lord of the Rings fan you are. Is this something you would consider if the price were right?
I wouldn't say I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but really enjoy the property, and when I was younger was a lot more into it. This one, okay, so allow me to be negative for a second. Shout out to Zach, the Ox father, for, saying that the sculpt looked a bit like Robert De Niro. A little less so in this, but ever since he said that, I couldn't get it out of my mind. I'm a little bit concerned by their rollout strategy when it comes to advertising this figure, because it's been kind of all over the map. And it's like we keep getting little glances of it, but never anything that's like a really clear shot. So this is probably the best shot that we've had so far. And it does look really good. It does. Overall, I just haven't seen enough yet to get me so hyped to say that it's going to be a must add for the collection. And so until I see like professional shots and not just like, snips from a YouTube video or from, I don't even know where the other reveals were from, it's really hard for me to say, but it seems like they're coming out swinging, and it does look like a really good representation of Gandalf. But yeah, it's just too early to say if this is really appropriate for their second figure, if they're really trying to get us hyped. I know I bought into the hype for the Rooted Joker 2-pack. This one's getting me a little less excited so far, but I want to attribute that to their rollout strategy. So wait and see on this one.
Okay. Mario, what do you think about this Gandalf?
It's going to be hard not to pass on this thing, man. I mean, here's the thing. Compared to the zombie that Asmus released, this is looking way better in my opinion. I really love this trilogy, man. I'm not going to put it up there to, higher than Star Wars, like I know some other people that do. But this is, I don't know, in my opinion, this is iconic, dude. And whether or not this could be the definitive version of Gandalf is to be seen. But I can't lie, man. I'm like what I'm seeing. I mean, how accurate it actually is, I really don't know. I don't know, the minutia of the character like that. I haven't really studied it that closely, but I think it looks amazing. Look how well the cloak actually drapes, the belt, the way that it hangs, how it's tied up like that. The sculpt, I think, is great. The paint apps, the rooted hair. I like the texture of the beard too, man. I mean, I'm going for that Gandalf status if I can pull it off, bro. I mean, one day, that's the goal, man. That's the goal. I just gotta let it go just to see what happens, man. But it looks fantastic. As far as the price is concerned, I'm predicting 400 plus easily. And to be honest, I know that Queen Studio said that they're not going to actually finish the line or finish the Fellowship. But the thing is, companies change their minds. I mean, we got, how long did it take before we got, what's his name, Cyborg from jail now? So that's changing their minds is always a possibility. And yeah, Anthony, I think Atlas is screwed as well, dude. So their days are definitely numbered with the Lord of the Rings line, in my opinion. But it looks great, man, and it's gonna be hard to resist. But again, I don't know if I could say no to this, bro. I've been really wanting to get into this line. It's just that anything that I've seen from Asmus just hasn't really intrigued me.
Right. What if it's 500, Mario? Are you in, you think?
If it's 500, it's going to be a harder decision to make.
It's probably going to be that.
It's going to be that high, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. If it's okay, here's the thing. If they come out and say, shit, I say this now, but look what they actually did. If they said this is actually going to be some sort of limited edition, and they're going to give you like a time window, like a week or whatever, but they did that already, man. Look what happened. So I don't know. It's just too early to tell, man. I mean, InArts is such a new company. We don't really have that kind of track history to really predict how this thing can actually go. But I'll be damned if I'm not really excited for this piece, man.
Yeah. And I really like it too. It's the only thing I'm conflicted about, Mario, is the business strategy. Maybe Marco and Mario, both you guys were hitting on this. Like, I think this should be like $400 based on what the market, I think, would pay for a Gandalf. Maybe, I don't know what the cost of their materials are or labor or whatever. So if they're pricing it what they need to make a profit, so be it. But I'm just trying to think of like what people are going to pay for a Gandalf, because I think if you price it at $500-600, you're going to get some, but you might sell 200 of these. Is that worth your time? That's what I'm wondering with the license fees you're paying. So I'm sure Queen Studios has probably worked that out. They're obviously, like Zach has said before, they're going for a different market, but I don't know how sustainable that is. Hot Toys sells a mass product. Like, I don't know if Queen Studios can do that forever and like make a limited product where they're making, you know, Joker's different. Joker's a different beast. You could charge $1,000 for 2 Jokers and people will pay it. But for Gandalf, he's great and he looks incredible here, but I don't know that you're going to get like the type of numbers that you might be hoping for. Like, you know, if he's 400 and he's like $50 more than what the Asmus was, I think that's a much easier pill to swallow for most people. But if you make him 500-600, I don't know.
But if they actually put an edition size of 200 on this figure, I think that, to me personally, that would be an easy sell. I mean, in my opinion, I think that I might be more intrigued if I actually saw some sort of small edition size, because then I would be like, okay, I think I'm going to go and do this because I know I have something special in the collection, and there's only 200, and most likely, God, I'm praying to God, praying to the 1/6-figure gods, that most likely it will not be reissued. Unless they, I mean, who knows? Maybe InArt may have to compromise if they get enough flack from the community. If they're being outpriced or what have you, they may have to compromise and just consider sculpted hair, sculpted beard, you know, instead of just going full on rooted for these 1/6 figures. But
maybe
to me, they look great. They look fantastic in 1/6.
On the reissue front, though, there's so many different iterations of this character, though. Like, you feel like we're if this is successful, we're gonna get another one.
But Marco, you can make it. You can make it a definitive package, man. You can throw in all the accessories across the entire 2 trilogies for this figure if they actually wanted to. Then
you could
price it accordingly, and it might be worth it. Just maybe.
I think they said something, Mario, about how they only have the license for Fellowship, though. I think that's what they were saying. Yeah, but I can't remember. But that would allow them to make a Sauron. That'd be pretty cool. So
yeah,
you know, I'd be down with that. But before I get to you, Layout, Superhero Displays with Super Chat. Thanks so much, Superhero Displays. Inflation cannot be blamed as third-party prices are holding. Yeah, they're going up a little bit too. Third-party prices are going up a little bit from what I've seen. Like, I know the game toys and stuff, like that one, like I'm looking at the Final Fantasy figures, those have gone up a little bit. So I don't know. Some third-party are holding, but some are going up still. So Leo, man, what do you think about this Gandalf, bro? Is this something you're going to consider, you think?
Won't consider it because I'm not basically in the Lord of the Rings wheelhouse. I mean, I love the films, and that's where I keep it, because the thing is, it just doesn't fit, you know, what I'm doing. But I admire it from afar. It's an amazing piece, but the one thing is, though, like I said, this is where the conversation has to always go back to, is that, okay, if you're Hot Toys and you see that, you know, InArt is releasing these figures at $300 to $400, then they're looking at it as justifiable that they release, you know, Doctor Strange at $335. You know what I mean? Because other companies are doing it. They're seeing the outcome. They see that people are buying those figures. So they're like, well, look, we're King of the Mountain. We've been doing this for years. And if you're buying that, then it's justifiable that we raise the price. You know what I mean? They can do something like that. But for me, like, it's still, bro, like a $400. I don't care. Me, myself, I don't care about exclusivity. I really, really don't. Because it's going to be exclusive to me once I get it in hand. Anything is exclusive to me once I get it in hand. So I can care less about it. But, I mean, again, I love the movies. I'll always love the movies. It's up there with one of the greatest trilogies of all time, you know, behind Star Wars. And, you know, I can't, you know, I can't take that away. You know, one of my top 3, you know, Star Wars, you know, well, actually top 4, I would actually say, because I'm a you know, Indiana Jones fan, diehard fan, so I can't take that away. But yeah, it's just not something that I can actually see in my collection, because I don't, you know, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I just happen to get all of them. You know what I mean? So I kind of just keep it at a distance. But that's not taken away from the simple fact that this thing is beautiful. Like, it looks amazing. You know, the head sculpt to me looks great. You know, just the rooted hair, the beard, and everything like that looks great. It's just like, you know, looks like Mario's granddad. But other than that, like, I mean, it's, you know, it's a pretty dope figure. You know what I mean? And, you know, anybody, you know, would want it, I guess. Like, anybody who, you know, enjoys the film and they want a piece of it, they want a piece of, you know, that IP and have it in hand, you know, especially considering the simple fact that we know this one's dropping. They already, based on that list, we know what they're preparing for. You know what I mean? That list that we'll probably see here in a bit. But yeah, it's just not for me. You know what I mean? It's just not something that I can see myself, putting money towards. So, but yeah, I'm happy for everybody else who's going to get it. You know what I mean? Who's considering getting this piece, because you're still getting a nice, rendition, and it's incredible. Love it.
Yeah, I think so too, man. It's really tempting for me too, but I'm conflicted, man. I'm gonna have to see the price and then kind of make a decision. But I'm kind of with you guys too about starting new lines. It can be a dangerous game. So yeah, I don't know. And I got some of the Lord of the Rings statues coming in, and one already here with Sauron. So I don't know, man. I'll probably just.
Well, where would this Gandalf have to be priced for you to say no, to pass it?
Over 400, which I think it probably. I have a feeling it's gonna be. I have a feeling.
Over 4.
Yeah, because the Joker was what, a 2-pack was like what, 960, something like that, or 1060, whatever, something like that. I forget. So this Gandalf with a rooted beard, also not just rooted hair. Maybe he comes with less accessories for them to make it worth your while. Maybe they'll make it 450. 450 is the point where I would be like very tempted. I would be like, okay, I'll consider it. But anything above 450, I think, is out of bounds for me. Like I think, it gets to the point where I'm like, do I really need a Gandalf that bad?
True.
Limited or not, but that's a
or
good
you
question.
Just go for the third scale.
The Infinity Studios one, the half scale one?
Studios, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting the Legolas. I think I'm just gonna stick with the Legolas for now because those things are so expensive, man. It's I'm gonna stick with the Legolas. So, Carlos in the house. Carlos, thanks so much. He said easy pass for me. Carlos, I know, bro. I know it's an easy pass, man.
He's a
Thanks
third
so
scale
much.
collector, man. Of course, it's an easy pass. What's he doing in here in the first place? Come on,
third scale
Carlos.
and 1-to-1. That's what he does. So, guys, but thanks so much, Carlos. I appreciate it, man. You're the best. Okay, so we got what they call a product plan. So InArt put this out showing what they're going to be releasing in the near future. And this is what it is. Let me get rid of this real quick. Just so I don't cover Mario's beautiful face. They announced what they're going to, release or show rather for pre-order in the next year and a half, or whatever. They're going to show a lot of different things here. You can see the Batman, Miro. I don't see. It's funny. Optical messed me about this. He was like, "Have they not been watching the internet?" Like,
I know.
Like the fact that maybe they already got the license and they just want to make good on the Aquaman figures. They want to make a Mira, but like Amber Heard's in a lot of just hot water right now.
So question.
I don't know if they want to make that right now. I don't know if you'd want to make a Mira right now. Maybe they need to reconsider.
Unless it came with
that.
a 1/6 scale Grumpy, then hell yeah, dude. I'd want that.
I don't know, bro. But like they might want to reconsider it. Sensing the environment that's surrounding her right now, the context.
Yeah.
So, but Black Adam's coming out. Joaquin Joker's really interesting. That should be very interesting. Batman, Ben Affleck, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Christian. I don't know why they're making a Christian Bale. I'm not sure why they're doing that. Maybe because they want to match it with the Joker, but Hot Toys already done it. Like, I don't feel like they need to do that. But they're going to. Gandalf, Legolas, Aragorn. It's cool. It's interesting rather that they're not doing Gimli. So I don't know why exactly. They're just doing the big three. Ring Wraith, that's an easy one for them to make. Pennywise, I'm excited about that. I'm going to have to think about it. But Daenerys would be very tempting to me too, I think, because I don't have one. And I have Drogon, so I would like Daenerys. Harry Potter and Paul Atreides are less intriguing to me. But, Leo, I want to jump back to you on this one.
Yes.
Is there anything on this list that like really excites you?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of things on this list that really excites me, bro.
Hit me with them.
Come on, man. Definitely. Come on, Wonder Woman, bro.
That's true. But I don't. Which Wonder Woman do you think it is?
I don't care. It
doesn't matter. Okay.
I don't care if it's Linda Carter, if it's Gal Gadot, even if it's that Gina Carano version of it. I don't care. I'll definitely get it, bro. That Superman, of course, Black Adam, of course. Let me see what else is on here that I was looking at. That Daenerys Targaryen, yes, that was one that it would be interesting to see how they pull that off, because it is a beautiful looking figure, bro. It should be. And surprisingly enough, bro, and we were talking about this earlier. I really want them to do Mirror, bro. And the reason why I say that, because I'm thinking of the Nightmare version of the Justice League that we actually got. We have the Nightmare Batman. We have that third party Flash that's actually out there. We have that third party Joker that's actually out there, and we're going to get Cyborg, so we know that's coming. So I would love to see how it looks, because I was enticed by that figure itself. Mind you, I can give two shits. Right now, bro, I'm not thinking about what's going on with the case. I'm looking at the figure. We already know that she's toast, so I'm not really worried about that. But if the figure's dope, I'll get the figure because I don't really match up what goes on in a person's daily life with what we're getting as far as the artistry. If that was the case, I would have got rid of Ezra Miller's Flash. You know, I would have got rid of, you know, so many different figures that we actually have out, you know, right now. But I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm actually keeping it. I don't really have a problem with that, you know, with the figure, because I know it's a representation of what we got cinematically. So I don't care about that. But yeah, but I'm most excited about Superman, Wonder Woman, and Black Adam, bro, because I think that is going to be fire. And I want to see how they do it. If it's Gal Gadot, I already know they're gonna kill it. If it's Linda Carter, oh my God, like I cannot wait. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. And I like innovation, and I like that we have choices now, bro. So that's just way basically where I sit. So whoever does it best, again, Hot Toys, you got some competition. You just got to live with that. But we'll see. We'll see. But here's the thing, though. We also talked about this, too. I had to temper my expectations, also temper my excitement, because then again, we still haven't gotten that InArt Joker in hand to see whether or not it lives up to its, you know, its hype. So I'm going to temper my expectations until I see that, get that in hand. And normally I would actually wait and see how their track record is if you got what, one or two figures. So I'm guessing in the time that we actually get anything on this list, we'll have the InArt's Joker, and then we'll also have that, you know, Gandalf possibly. You know what I mean? So there's two figures coming out or coming from the company to see, or us to determine whether or not it's a go ahead, or if it's something that we can put our trust in InArts and Queen Studio for what they do and what they produce. But I know that it's going to be a badass, even actually, to be quite honest, let me rephrase that, bro. I even, out of everything on here, as far as, you know, Batman figures, the Ben Affleck, that's the one I want the most. You know what I mean? Because I love the Trinity. I love what we got from that Trinity. So that's the one. The reason why, because I know everybody wants the Batman. I know everybody wants the Christian Bale. But people don't give the Ben Affleck version love, man. And I love that version. So, you know, it is what it is. But that's what I love. That's what I can't wait to see, man. And I hope they kill it, bro. If they kill it, I'm all in.
Yeah. There's some good stuff on this list. And Mario, man, what is tempting you on this list, man? Is there anything that, you know, gets you excited here as a collector?
To be honest, nothing necessarily. I am intrigued by a few of these, but excitement, not really. What's intriguing to me is the Joker Joaquin Phoenix version one, because there's been so many third-party companies that took a crack at that, and to see somebody that's finally officially licensed to try to put one out there or take a swing at it, I'm intrigued by that to see how that's going to come out. Because that's something that I'm on the fence about, you know, to be honest. I've always wanted them, but I think the time has actually passed for it. So the Batman, don't really, whatever, no big deal. Wonder Woman, yeah. I mean, Leon and I had a conversation last night on Anthony's stream with Wonder Woman and Superman. Considering that they didn't say which version they're actually going to give us, I would love to see, honestly, a Linda Carter and a Christopher Reeve version. And, you know, for me personally, I mentioned that I've known a couple 6-scale collectors that actually gravitated towards the Prime 1 Linda Carter, you know, as well. So if they were to actually pull that off in 6-scale, I think that'd be pretty incredible. That'd be nice. The Lord of the Rings line, I'm hella intrigued with. The Daenerys, I'm curious to see how that's going to come out, considering I just got the Prime 1 piece, but I don't see myself going down any Game of Thrones 1/6. I would just rather stick with a couple statues just to represent the line or the franchise, in my opinion. Harry Potter, not my cup of tea. Paul Atreides, I still have yet to see the movie, but I mean, how cool would it be, man, if actually if InArt nailed that likeness of KG, man? I mean, they have like that much of a lifelike KG in 1/6 scale sitting on the shelf, man. I think that'd be pretty dope. But yeah, there's some pretty cool figures here. The one thing actually, let me see the Christian Bale Batman. Most likely it's gonna be the Dark Knight, but I really wanted Batman Begins, like a proper Batman Begins version. That's my favorite cinematic suit aside from the Adam West. I really, that 66 Batman is my jam.
And that'd be a good one for them to make, Mario, because the Hot Toys one
dude,
seems like it's got a lot of not imperfections.
But Marco, But what doesn't make but it wouldn't make sense given the fact that they're doing Heath Ledger Joker, so the companion piece would obviously be the Dark Knight Rises version, of the Batman. But
true, he does start that film with that suit though.
He does. But if you're gonna have them side by side as a companion piece, logically you're gonna go with the other one. But I mean, if they could pull off that Bat Beast suit with the proper velvet cape, dark black. Oh, I would love to see that. I'd be all over that, to be honest. Yeah. So if anything, that's probably my most excited thing on this list would be that, if they actually did the Begin suit.
Dude, they might because Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises I feel like have been the most popular, so maybe they'll go with something a little bit different, which they might.
Yeah,
so
I hope so.
We'll see. Super Displays, thanks so much, bro. He said, do you think InArt's 1/6 strategy is about statements? I'm assuming he means making statements, like putting out like really nice pieces and making a statement and putting a imprint on the community. Maybe they just don't want to be Hot Toys 2.0 and they want to do something a little bit different and go for like maybe a more serious or higher level of collector. I don't know. I mean, it's so hard to say because we're all speculating in terms of like the business strategy and how much it would cost and whatever, right? It just seems like Hot Toys has, besides delaying everything and not communicating, a pretty productive formula. I don't know, but maybe that's just the standard. But maybe and some others are being more short-sighted, thinking like there's no other way to do this, and there is. I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. That's a good question about making a statement. I think they're trying to. I think they're trying to make their imprint in the community. But so what do you think, Marco? Is there anything here that really just excites you and really makes you want to see more?
I look at this list and I start to sweat a little bit because my spreadsheet is pretty maxed out for the next few years. And so to have this many potential figures that I'd be interested in, specifically the DC stuff, as Mario was saying, the Dark Knight, I'm getting that DX19, but it doesn't seem like a perfect figure to me. I don't have it in hand yet. I think InArt could make a really killer Dark Knight figure, and the Batman. I mean, those are, and then you tack on the Ben Affleck Batman too. Like, I'm in trouble with just those alone. I definitely would be interested. Mm-hmm. And then I like to see them tackling, Lord of the Rings, and Daenerys Targaryen would be one, obviously from Game of Thrones, I'd be interested in. And then the Harry Potter line, like those are all things that seem really cool. And if they really nail it, I'd have to consider pretty heavily. So I love that there's competition. I'm scared with the prices going up. I'm scared with, there being so many figures out there. So this is for 22 through 23, right?
Yep.
That's it.
The next 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see how quickly they can deliver these figures. Because it seems like a lot to get out in 2 years,
that's what I'm saying. Like they're saying between 22 and 23. We're already in 22 right now.
Yeah, like almost mid 22.
Mid 22. Yeah. So like, how the hell? Like, you're gonna try to fit some of these into 2022, knowing that we probably may not actually see them till like first or second quarter of 2023, if that. You know what I mean? Like, that's gonna be crazy.
Do you guys think that they might be in production with some of these already, but just haven't even shown us anything?
Probably
yet?
With protos,
because
yeah.
That would actually be a good strategy, is actually to kind of get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
So hey, you know what? We're gonna show you this, and we're gonna deliver in 6 months. Mm-hmm. While we're all speculating, like, yeah, right. You guys are gonna be behind for like a whole year, but then they're actually ahead of everything.
They deliver.
By the 6 months is up. Here's the product. Here you go.
Boom.
That'd be
dope.
Dare I say innovative?
Yeah, it's true.
No one's doing that.
If they could pull that off, that'd be incredible. But I definitely have my doubts. And I will, again, go back to being negative for a second here, because this list looks awesome. But, when they open themselves up to communication, right, they want to be transparent. I think as we just talked about, we have some questions about what this timeline really means, how quickly they can get these figures in our hands. So it's nice that they're letting us know what's coming, but there's still a lot. And like Lael said, we don't have any of their figures in hand yet. So it's still a lot of unanswered questions. So I'm very tentatively buying into the hype, but I've got to see a lot more from them before I can go all in. But I'm getting anxious here with my funds. Got to start moving some stuff around.
You're clutching that wallet pretty close. So I think we all are. So it's interesting as far as Game of Thrones goes, because I would love a Daenerys. I'm surprised they didn't do Jon first, to be honest. I would have thought they would have gone. Yeah. Daenerys is maybe the second biggest heavy hitter, I would think, from Game of Thrones, but Jon's definitely number one, I think. I think most people, if you name one Game of Thrones character, you'd probably name Jon. Daenerys would probably be the second.
If it was like mid series, then maybe Daenerys. But after knowing how things ended, right, I would say Jon for sure.
Yeah, exactly. But Daenerys, maybe they thought because like the Jon Snows from 3-0 are not bad if you got the custom head sculpt, but the Daenerys is terrible, I think. Like maybe they saw an opportunity. Like Daenerys is popular. There's not really a good figure of her out there. Like we can make something really good. So I'm excited to see that one and see what it's going to cost.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I have Drogon right here, and to put her next to it, that would be pretty cool. So that's one. I would also be interested in Pennywise, of course. You know, even though I have the Prime 1 right there and 2 Hot Toys, but I don't know. I said the other day, I was like, I don't think I would get that. But if I saw something that I really liked and had rooted hair, I would be tempted to maybe sell one of the Hot Toys and just keep both, you know? I don't know. We have to see what it would cost. The Lord of the Rings, I'm tempted, but again, it would depend on the price. Joaquin Phoenix, I don't know, because that's another one. I have the Prime 1 statue. So do I really need the figure and the Prime 1 statue? I don't know.
Here's the thing, bro. I got this feeling because when we talked to, what's his name? Was his name John? What was his name?
John.
Yeah, John. Yeah.
When we talked to John, this is how interesting this is. We talked to John.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything about Pennywise that I knew of at that time. Right. But then I asked, I was like, yo, John, can we get a WillFoxification headset? So what if this isn't Pennywise and it's Nickel-wise?
It's Nickel-wise.
If it's Nickel-wise, bro, it's gonna fly off the shelf.
Rail.
Nickel-wise got the music.
Bro, if it's Nickel-wise, bro, they owe you some money.
I want royalty fees. Come on now. You know. Show me the money. It's funny, Leo. Do you remember they did the poll in art in the Facebook group, and a bunch of people voted for me. Like
they put
my name on there. I told you I had more votes than Lurtz from Lord of the Rings, so I had like 20 some votes. So I don't know who did it, but thank you.
That's crazy.
So much.
That'd be crazy.
But yeah, so I'm excited to see kind of what they come up with. But guys, we kind of talked about this a little bit. This is kind of one of the big picture topics I'm just throwing in the middle of the show, like. The question I really want to ask is like, should we expect InArt to continue to push the boundaries of 1/6 pricing? Because I know some view that is their strategy. Like their strategy is to make something high end. They're going for a different type of collector. Like, should we expect that for every figure though? Because they made the Joker with a sculpted version. That one's pretty reasonable. Like if you get the sculpted version, just the single pack, it's like what, 280, 285, something like that. When Doctor Strange just came out for 335. So, you know, I'm wondering, what do you guys think? Like, I'll start with you, Mario, on this one. Do you think Queen Studios or InArt is really going to like really start pricing highly and go for that market? What do you think they're going to do?
It's kind of hard to say. I mean, we've only got pricing this on one figure, but considering the list that they gave us, I mean, it's possible that they could continue down that road. But like I said earlier, what if it's not sustainable? What if they find that they're actually not attracting a certain collector at that high end of a 6 scale? Because I know it might make more sense just to actually get a statue that had something with more presence, in my opinion, that if you're going to start pricing things this high. Granted, from an artistic standpoint, they look great. They look fantastic. I'm really impressed by the first 2 that we've seen. But again, they're prototypes. Most prototypes look very well. They're made to attract your attention and to sell you on the figure that they're going to be selling. Whether or not how close we come to that by the time the final product comes out, we'll have to wait and see. I hope they don't. I mean, right now in the current climate with inflation and everything, things are just going up. So we're expecting to see price hikes everywhere. You know, even in our escapes, which freaking sucks, but it is what it is. I just think that they're probably just still going to try to find their space as far as where they can price competitively, or competitively in quotes, and to see where their market is at, to see who they're actually selling to. A lot of us complain when we see a $330 Doctor Strange, but some will say, hey, we see a $500 Gandalf or Joker, like, oh yeah, that seems like a decent price. I'm gonna go ahead and go pick it up. You know, rooted hair and everything. It's too early to say, in my opinion. I really couldn't tell you. I don't have an answer. So I'm gonna say we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, we shall. And before I get to the next panelist here, superior displays. Marco, it's not negativity, it's just good sense. That's what we like to think. Marco's got tons of good sense, absolutely. So
not if you ask Gigi, but
GG.
Agreed. I totally agree with Gigi on this
Give
one.
this man some credit. And by the way, Leo, Toya stopping in. Thanks so much, Toya. Just stopping through to show everyone some love. Hey, WillFoxification,
Hey.
Panel Chat. Love y'all. Love you too, Toya.
Hey, Toya.
Thanks for stopping
Yeah,
in. So,
yeah. I
Leo,
gotta tell you, I gotta tell you what I'll tell you later on.
Oh,
Sometime.
okay.
We had a long
Leo, I was going to
conversation
ask you, man,
about
what do you think
WillFoxification.
about this? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Here's the thing, bro. It's crazy because Mario's what he said was true. Like, you know, we talk about the Doctor Strange, but then when InArt releases these figures, we're like, okay, well, could be justifiable. And we haven't even seen these motherfuckers in person yet. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, that's the hardest part. Like, we haven't seen them in person yet. We're going off of what we have right here as far as the pitch is concerned. Again, we know that Viper, his name is Viper. He basically, you know, they're promising now, they're saying that they're not going to release it until it's right and it's true to what their you know, idea is based on what they've done. They want to have the manufacturing as close to this as possible. I'm not going to say it's possible. You know, we know it's going to be slightly different. You know what I mean? You got to say,
Sure.
you know, see it for what it is. It's going to be different. Does this justify, push the boundary? I mean, as far as prices, does it say that it's acceptable? I don't know, bro, because the thing is, if we accept it, you know, like Marco said, if we accept it, then that means, you know, we accept the simple fact that the price may go up again. And then we're going to continue on with this. Pretty soon, like, it's the 6-scale game is going to be like anywhere between $600 to $1,000, bro. And I'm like, I'm not willing to do that. And if they do something like that, I'm cashing myself out. You know what I mean? I'm just not doing it because that's way too much fucking money for this. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's innovation. You know, yes, we love that. We love to basically see them push the boundaries. I love them. I love when it trends as far as innovation and creativity as far as the figure, not in price, especially if you basically say that we want to be competitive. So again, you're setting the mark, which other people are expected to follow, which we're seeing right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, again, this was a 2-pack that we got. It was fresh off of their you know, introduction. We got the 2-pack. We got the single version, which the single version was what, $3? What was it? How much was it? Like $3?
I think it was like 280 or 315 or something.
280, 315 or something like that. Okay. So again, I don't know, man. I don't want to see this trend get out of hand to where it's all, you know, it's outlandish. Not something that I'm in for, man. So I gotta agree, you know, with Mark. I mean, with both Marcos and Mario. Like, you know, when as far as price, and when Mario's saying, if like we're looking at one and we're complaining, but then we giving one a pass, yeah, we got to kind of have that conversation. Like, yo, nah, like, you know what I mean? We got to be like, yo, this ain't cool either. You know what I mean? I don't care if it is in arts. Yeah, these prices, you got to come on, man, because. Yeah, I mean, because if it comes down to it, if it's that way, then I'm going to stick with the company that's going to give me the most points as I can use towards it. Plain and simple, to bring that price down. You know what I mean? But again, once I get this in hand, then I'll give you my answer, my solid answer on whether or not it is justifiable, it is worth it. Because I think all of us are in it. And they said this was going to be like what, late 2022, possibly early 2020.
Yeah, they said maybe the end of this year, but I think they doubt it. I think it's going to be like Q1, maybe like March of next year, probably.
Yeah. Probably. But if they surprise us and do like a Christmas release, then definitely I think we'll
yeah.
all be
I know John was saying don't plan on it, but it's possible.
Yeah. So what he's saying is hell no.
So I'm gonna say probably not. Yeah. I'm gonna say probably next year. Like I would think like maybe March would be safe or something like that. Yeah.
I think that's what he actually alluded to. Mafia in the chat actually makes a great point.
Where's he?
How the community is actually getting smaller. A lot of people are already tapping out currently with the current price hike. So it's just going to get worse.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing. When you start, you know, pricing out the collector, man, when you start pricing out your customer, what's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point anymore? Why are you?
We're all going to hit that point at some point.
Yeah. That's the thing, bro. Like, in, you know, these third-party companies are going to start looking really good until they start hiking. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's the trend that we're actually seeing right now. Some companies are sitting comfortably where they're at because they know they have like a certain fan base, and they got loyalists. With InArts, they got a lot to prove, but at the same time, I mean, come on, man. Like, I mean, you can't live off a legacy of just statue collectors and it's Queen Studios, you're a totally different breed with 1/6 scale figures. And if you want to be competitive, I don't know, man. I can't give them a pass yet until I actually see these things in hand, bro. Straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to find out. And Marco, before I get to you, Ashley Chase in the house. Thanks so much, Ashley Chase. Must buy all nickel wise. Yeah, well, hey, if they make a nickel wise, maybe John will give me some royalty fees for that one.
Wait, hold up. Time out. If they make a nickel wise, yeah, they give you some royalties, but I'm naming
you're gonna get
man.
Some too, Leo.
Give me
you're
some
the one
money.
who came up with it, so
give me some bread. I'm not
gonna KG you.
2%.
I'm not gonna KG you, bro. I'm not gonna not send you 10%. So you're getting that.
No, I'm just playing.
So Superior Displays, InArt nickel wise, take my wallet. Yeah, bro. See, there's support out there. I gotta message John and be like, come on, man,
bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Run another poll.
Nickel wise, bro.
I know, man. I know. So Marco, dude, what do you think about this? Are you expecting InArt to continue to push the boundaries of what pricing is acceptable for 1/6?
First, I have to say, Mario, apologies. I may have called Daenerys again. So sorry for doing that. You scolded me one time, but I think that's what I said.
Get the buzzer. Get the buzzer, Marco.
It'll probably happen again, but I think they are. I think they're going to, as Mario said, they're trying to find their groove or their lane. And so I think they're going to continue to make SKUs that are kind of all over the map. Like they're going to have this high-end product with the Joker, but, for figures like maybe Paul Atreides, which might be smaller or a little less popular, maybe they'll go on the lower end to kind of fill out, what the market could support. So I think they're going to be testing the boundaries kind of all over the map in the high end, in the mid range, and maybe in the low end, which is kind of my hope for some of these figures. And that, that's just exciting to see, a company hopefully providing something different. Now it's just really scary with the increasing prices. We've had things pretty good for a long time. Obviously we're still in a pandemic, but even the economic growth was not, it didn't tank like some predicted. And now with domestically with interest rates rising, right, we might see some slows in the economy and layoffs. And so the market may change, but things have been good for so long that everything's just kind of been on an upward trajectory. But by the time these things are released, we might be releasing into a very different world economy. So I would just be cautious that if they're really hoping for the high end stuff, that pool may continue to shrink, as Mafia said there. So that's something to be aware of, but just kind of curious what their strategy may be for testing the mid and lower range boundaries of the pricing.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see, man. This is definitely new territory for all of us. So it's going to be crazy. We got Local Lou in the house. Hit that like button. What's poppin'?
Kizzy Lou, man. Low Kizzy Lou.
I got to get Lou back on here, man. Lou, if you want to come on next week, let me know, man. I'd love to have you. So seriously, love Lou. Dude, guy's incredible. He has the best energy of anybody. He's just
bro. He's just the brother.
So I don't know. I think I love Luke because he just he's so confident. He just he is who he is. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't,
he's
you don't.
Positive,
he's just
bro.
so nice.
He's Mr. Positive all the time, bro.
Yeah, seriously. He really is, bro. He really is. Guys, we got to talk about something else, statue related, because I don't think we've really talked about this, and I might surprise people with my opinion on this one because it is not exactly my favorite. But I'm not the biggest fan of the film. I liked it. I gave it an 8.5. I enjoyed it. I would probably watch it again, but it's not like I'm running out to, this thing on Spec Fiction is $3,000. That's a lot of money for a third scale statue. And it looks great. No doubt about it. So I'm happy I know Riley's getting it. I think Carlos might be getting it. I'm not sure. Yeah. So, Leo, I want to start with you on this one. Do you have any thoughts maybe about this JND Batman that you see here?
Gotta
find the head sculpt too.
See, here's the thing, bro. I'm 6 scale figure. I'll stick around. I mean, it's to me. I'm just unless it's a classic. A figure for me. I mean, it's not going to peg my interest. I mean, 6 scale, that's just where it's going to be. But the thing is we're going to see. Here's the thing. I'm looking at this from an eye of confusion because there's so many right now that are coming out or being introduced. So many of these statues that are being talked about. I don't know which is which right now. You know what I mean? Because there's so many of them right now. So I'm just I don't know, man. I mean, again, I'm not gonna get it. So we know that conversation. I'm just not gonna have this piece, but I appreciate it. But again, it's just not something. And the thing is, bro, you know how I am, man. I mean, this is what you've coined it. You've coined the phrase character pose. Yes, WillFoxification came up, so don't let nobody else twist you about that. WillFoxification came up. I think you did coin it character pose.
I thought you did because I said it was a museum pose. Remember?
Nah, I was like, somebody else coined the character pose, bro. I think it was somebody on the panel, somebody who might have it was that we one day coined it character pose. So we took away the whole museum thing. We coined it character. So, this is. Again, it's a typical pose, bro. I don't see any dynamic here. You know what I mean? And especially if I want to get a statue, I want to see dynamics. That's where it's going to actually pull me in. I need dynamics with a statue. You know what I mean? Just for me personally. So yeah, I probably, I know I'm not going to see him. He looks mad as hell, but he looks crazy.
Mad as hell.
You know what I mean? He looks like a crazy, you know what I mean?
He is crazy. He's
all right, so let me, all right, Mario, all right, do you remember? This is some scary shit. Mario, did you ever see Carrie?
I know of it. I actually haven't seen it. No.
So anybody who's actually seen the original Carrie, there was a statue of, it was a statue of Jesus on the wall, and the eyes were terrifying. If you Google it and look at that statue, bro. Literally, you didn't want to you wanted to turn the lights out. That statue of Jesus on the wall was scary as hell, bro. So when I look at that and I'm looking at his face right now, it takes me back to that statue of crazy Jesus on the wall. So yeah, not for me, man. It's definitely not for me. I don't need. Yeah, see, it looks better when you kind of scan through it and look at the head sculpt. It looks a bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just not for me, So I would definitely pass on it.
Yeah.
But anybody else that would actually get it, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll be excited about it. And it looks like it's mixed media with the cape and everything.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the count, everything is cool, but yeah, it's a definite pass. He looks mad. See, that's what I'm saying. Like it I don't know, bro.
Dude, I don't see Robert Pattinson there.
No, you know who this looks like?
I think I'm missing. I don't see Robert Pattinson here.
This totally looks like Mads Mikkelsen's character in Doctor Strange.
He does.
Remember when he had those?
That's actually a really good
eyes? That looks just
like it's not like I don't see him at
just
all.
Like him.
Like I see Pattinson there a little bit, but not 3K good. Like I think this looks like maybe something Prime 1 would come out with or something. Like
definitely not my
with
thing.
rooted hair. So I don't know, Leo. I'm with you. I know you got to run Leo though. So no worries, bro. Thanks for joining, man. And is there anything you want to talk about before you head out?
Bro, thanks for being here. Welcome back, WillFoxification. Because we was talking like, yo, is Will coming back, man?
Yeah, bro. I know.
Like, yo, is Will just like dipping out on us right now? Because I was gonna find your girlfriend's crib and be like, yo, what's up, man? What's going on? You on Will that serious that you ain't letting him out now? Like, what's up? But anyway, I wasn't gonna do that, bro. But nah, man. We got comic book talk with friends tomorrow, definitely. So I'm excited about that. We're still having that giveaway, the quarter scale Mando, which basically was supplied by Marcos over there at Collector Zone Cantina. So definitely what you want to do is subscribe to the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel, become a member, and go over there to the Collector Zone Cantina, become a member, tell us why you like Star Wars, and the character you love and why that character relates to you. You could win that quarter scale Mando. Again, we have Say What, which Will, you'll be there in spirit. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do what John Campbell does and put a picture of you up and pull it up on the screen. We'll just have you there, whatever. So we'll know you'll be there in spirit. And then of course, Uncivilized, my bro Mario on Thursday, and everybody else who's actually gonna be at Celebration. We're gonna have like a round table discussion on what to look forward to, and talk about Mario's attachable beard. Then on Friday, we're going to actually have, of course, Figure Flex Friday, where we are in the month of May. So it is May Mashup Madness. So it's going to be a mashup between two figures. So definitely is going to be a great giveaway. When I say it's going to be a great giveaway, it's going to be a great 2-pack giveaway for that figure. So you want to, for that contest and, for the winner. So definitely stay tuned for that. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. But yeah, and back here on next Sunday.
Yeah.
For the full hour and a half from now on. So you know what time it is. So anyway, yeah, man, I'm excited about that, man. Can't wait to be back with the show. Everybody, thank you very much for being here. Marcos was on his best behavior, so cut him some slack. You know what I mean? He did nothing. He deserves a free 6-scale figure, and everything should be cool. So if you listen to GG, let my bro, have a couple more figures, man. Straight up. That golden armor Wonder Woman's looking in there. They look great too. I'm so happy for that. So yeah, but yeah, can't wait, man. And you know what time it is. Mario, if they release something tonight and if it's Django, you know what time it is, right?
Oh, most likely. Hey, I was gonna say, man, watch out for a flying chancla on your way out, bro. All right, that's from Gigi. So,
GG,
yeah, right. Pow. But yeah, definitely, man. Thanks for having me here, man. I can't wait till next week.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for joining, Leo. Have fun, man, and we'll chat soon.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
All right, dude.
Later, man.
All right, so. Guys, we got to talk more about this JND Batman because I know I'm excited for Riley. I know he's in the chat tonight. Riley's my bro. I love Riley. So dude, maybe it's just because I like this film. I don't love this film. I don't hate it. I like it a lot. Like I enjoyed it, but I'm not crazy about it. I'm with you, Mario. I think you agree with me. I see Robert Pattinson here, but like you said, I kind of am seeing more Mads Mikkelsen right now. And I don't think this is one of JND's best so far. Not that it can't be fixed. Most people are probably going to use the Cal anyway. But at that point, I'm almost like, why not just get the Prime 1? Because the Prime 1's like half of the price, and it's not mixed media probably, but it's going to look as good with the Cal on. So. What do you think?
Well,
what do you think, Mario?
The Prime 1 is actually in collaboration with Blitzway, isn't it?
Yeah,
we all just saw what happened with that Heath Ledger Joker. So I think that's kind of a
that's true.
Fool me once kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So look, I don't think you can actually blame J&D for this thing. I think it's more just the studio, just Warner Brothers for the design of the character. In my opinion, while it is cool to see it kind of tactical, it just doesn't. I don't see Batman here. To be in my opinion, I'm gonna go ahead and play the old man card and say this is not my Batman, right? Look, I did try to watch the movie. I did try to watch the movie. I fell asleep, towards the ending, towards the beginning, and then woke up. It was like, damn, look at that, Mads Mikkelsen's right there, bro. Looking right at him, it's crazy. But look, I do like the pose. However, I do think it comes off as imposing. In a sense, I really like it. The mixed media is great. I think J&D though, man. I mean, with the materials that they use, with the silicone and the eyes and everything, they're next level in my opinion still. And that's not to take anything away from this piece. It's just for me personally, it's just the media this actually represents this particular version of Batman. While it's not for me. Shout out to Riley. Shout out to Uncommon Flex. I know my brothers out there picking it up, so I'm extremely happy for them. First of all, for diving in this hard into the statue game. Well done, my apprentices. I really like that. So that's awesome. I'm really happy for them to get it. Me personally, there's nothing DC wise that I can think of off the top of my head that J&D could come out with that would make me want to pick something up. Personally, what's up, Cam?
Cam in the house, bro. Had to highlight,
bro. And but aesthetically, I think it looks great. Art is definitely subjective. And to me, I do like it. It's just the overall design of the suit. I'm just not a fan of that much, but I think the piece looks great overall. Yeah,
I like the suit a lot. I like Robert Pattinson Batman. I really did enjoy him. But so Brother Cousins in the house. Thanks so much, Brother Cousins, Daddy Cousins. Good to see you, man. Got to get you back on, man. Seriously, I've been missing him. Shout out to this wonderful panel. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. I hope everything's well with you, of course. As always, my fellow Marylander. Marco, dude, how you feeling about this JND The Batman Battinson here?
I'm excited for Riley as well because this does look sweet. And I know, he considered the price and, maybe liquidated some of his collection to pay for it. So he did the responsible thing. And so on my end, I'm kind of considering the opportunity cost of picking this up, right? Or the Prime 1, because I did enjoy this Batman film. Will, I know you and I talked about it, kind of fell short of The Dark Knight for both of us, but still was a very enjoyable film. And so I definitely do want representation in the collection. But when we're talking about the prices it's like you could get the 1/6 scale Batman and the Bat Signal and the bike and maybe a Batmobile for the cost of this one. And so I think that's where I'm at. I think, like Lael was saying, staying in my 1/6 lane, because what I've seen from Hot Toys, it looked pretty good, and they're obviously making improvements to it. We'll see what Queen Studios or InArt does as well with the figure. So I think there's a lot of really great 1/6 representation that I could add to the collection without needing to go all out at this, really severe price. So it does look sweet, but definitely not one for me.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. I mean, I do think it looks good. I mean, I don't know if there's anything super special about it for me personally. It is, really, really nice, but the price you're paying, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. So,
I'll give them props for actually throwing in a bust, because I always appreciate
really nice.
that, because you get those extra pieces, man, that unfortunately we can't display everything. So when they give the collectors the option to, like, here's something that you can present, the extra portrait, right? Here's a bust, as a proximity piece. It's nice. It's nice to see. I really appreciate that.
That's what I liked when they did with even with Venom, what they did with the Carnage and Venom figure, where they gave you the bust and all that. Like, I thought that was pretty cool too. But I'm with you, Mario. Like, they even did that with the Prime 1 Bane. They gave you like a bust that you could put his body on with. Like,
they did it with the Prime 1, the Hush Batman that I got right here. Same thing. They give you 3 busts for 3 different head sculpts, man. That's freaking awesome. Cool. I love that.
See, with Kratos,
just bring that much more value with the thing. Yeah, that would be cool too.
Kratos, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Yo, Anthony's in the house.
Yo, what's up, man?
There he is.
What is up, dude?
I'm here. I made it.
How you doing,
Better late
man?
than never. I'm doing good, man. How you guys doing?
Yeah, dude.
Well,
We've all been
man,
doing great, man.
With another bearded collector in the house, bro. My guy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
I need to grab my water though.
Anthony, that display is looking real nice back there.
Well, thank you.
That's looking real classy AF.
Appreciate it. Oh, I got my blue on too. Yeah, I blued it up right now.
Yeah.
Gotta mix it up sometimes.
Dude, it's looking real nice. So
Love to see the
I'm
blue.
gonna jump.
No, go ahead.
No doubt.
I got to jump to you first on this one, Anthony.
Sure.
Because
what are you talking about?
the JND Studios, they showed the Harley Quinn final product.
Mm-hmm.
So it was funny. I was looking at this with my girlfriend today, and she was like, "No, I think it actually looks like pretty much perfect. I don't like the mouth. I think there's something wrong there. Maybe I'm not convinced. Like, I think everything else looks great. Her mouth, maybe it's the lips. Something looks too big. I don't know. Like, the mouth looks off to me. What do you think, Anthony? Would you be happy if you had bought this?
No, but it's weird that you said that. So that they're showing this off and they're advertising it as final product,
right?
Like, that's what it is. Like, it's final product.
Yeah, it should be. It says production sample. So
yeah, if it's a production sample, then they're all going to look like that. So yeah, there's
it's the mouth, bro.
She has like this weird. You know how you date a girl or something? On one angle, she's like pretty hot, and the other angle's maybe not. Like, I feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's something like on some aspects it looks like her, right? And some shots, and others, yeah, you're right. I think like kind of like from the nose up, I think they got it. I don't know if it's the teeth. There's something that's like, if we're just looking at the face, right? If we're just looking at the face, there's something a little off. The rest of her looks perfect. The outfit, accessories, the hair. I'm a little worried about it. If this is actual final product.
Yeah.
Personally.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. So it's definitely interesting. So it's funny, Carlos dropped a super chat. I have to address Anthony real quick. He said, "Will we get it? You have a girlfriend?" Yeah, Carlos.
Yeah,
yeah, Carlos. I'm gonna ban. Can I put Carlos in timeout? Yeah, I run this channel, so I can. Okay,
yeah,
so
man, this is a dictatorship.
Do what must be
this is your
done.
channel.
I'll time out your ass, Carlos.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I know you're just fucking with me. So yeah, Marco, what do you think, man? Like, if you had picked up this piece, would you be happy? I know a lot of people still will be, and it probably looks great. It's just something with the mouth. It's throwing me off. It looks too wide. I don't know.
I would be upset, I think, because I think you nailed it when you talk about the teeth or the mouth, because when you cover that lower part, it looks like Margot from the nose up. But yeah, the mouth is just off.
And like that angle, Marco, doesn't look that bad. Like
even to me, that I don't necessarily see the likeness at all here. It kind of feels like the Universal Studios version that you'd see walking around,
Oh, wow.
cosplaying as her. And not to be harsh for anyone who's paid their hard-earned money towards this, because the prototype looked phenomenal. This, it just doesn't seem good enough at all. Like it's terrible to see, because the rest of the figure looks really great, minus that the likeness from the nose down. So I would be upset if it was going in my collection, or if I had already paid for it.
Yeah, gotcha. Mario, what do you think, man?
I think I would get this if I had the chance. I think it looks great. Y'all are tripping, man.
Yeah,
Look,
you think we're tripping?
bro. Look,
You think we're tripping?
Dude, okay, look. I went ahead and sent a private in the private chat. I went ahead and sent a
let me pull it
screenshot
up.
of her face. I mean, granted, it's from a different scene, but I think just to get the point across with the smiling, I can't see the complaints you guys are talking about, man. I think it's there. I mean, it's an expensive piece, no doubt. It's JND. I think this is probably their best piece yet, in my opinion. Way better than that. Way better than the Heath Ledger Joker, in my opinion. I think it's fantastic. The likeness is there on point for me. I think it's a good 98%, in my opinion. The smile, I think, is right. I mean, you see here, I mean, I think her bottom lip is just as thick as it needs to be. The top lip is, not as thick, The teeth is, to me, it looks on point. Granted, I think with most collectibles, you're going to see on different angles where it loses the likeness, So I think every figure actually has that kind of flaw, but I like it. I really do. I would totally get this, and to me, I see Margot Robbie through and through.
No, bro, she ain't even there.
Yo,
I don't.
I see her there.
I hear y'all. All right.
Like,
Margot
if I
Robbie
squint,
is not. Mm-hmm.
no, I still don't even see her with like drunk eyes.
There was a thing that when I was over the Rogue 1-6, they were talking about Godot or Robbie, and I was Godot all day. You know what I mean? So, or Margot or Godot or something like that. So either way, man, I mean, I don't want to say I'm their biggest fans, except for, what was it? What was that one that she did with Leo DiCaprio?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well, that's
gosh, she was gorgeous in there, dude.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
different.
JND, can you give us that version of Margot Robbie, please?
No.
I mean, come on. But yeah, I'm feeling it, man. I think it's there. I think it's there, man. I think, shout out, kudos to JND. They did their thing. And to me, this is the best piece yet.
Yeah, but the face doesn't look like her. Like, everything else looks like her, right? But the face is like slightly.
Where?
Right there.
Where, bro?
Just, okay.
I actually think the best
Show me
likeness
a
they've done.
reference pic.
I actually think the best likeness
side by sides.
Yeah, they've done is Arthur Fleck. I actually think that's probably the best one.
Maybe it's the upper lip.
I think it's something with the lip.
There's something
the mouth.
here that's throwing me off. Because, like, if I cover her mouth, okay, so now it looks like her. But as soon as I remove my hand and I see the nose so it's somewhere in the lower part of the face. It's not bad by any means, but I it's hard to look at that and be like, oh, that's her.
In my opinion, the collectors that can't afford to get this are going to trash all. They're going to shit all over it anyway, bro. So I just
they probably would, but I'm
No,
not,
bro,
I'm not
'cause
one of them.
I mean, I don't want to spend $2,500 on
It's
Harley
all
Quinn,
good,
but
man. It's all good.
Like, I'm not. I just mean I feel like she's not quite there.
not for
it
the
still
price.
looks great, but like when you look at like, and I know it's Hot Toys, but like the Hot Toys version of this, you could tell it's her.
They look the same, dude.
No,
They look
I
the
can tell
freaking
it's
same.
her. I see her there. I think the mouth, like, I think it's like a 8 sculpt out of 10. But for the price you're paying, I think it should be a 10.
just something. I don't hate it.
I don't
I
hate
just
it.
don't
but I
feel
think
like
the mouth's
for
off.
the price and for what it is, it's like dead on, is what I'm saying.
I'm starting to feel like every J&D has dropped a little bit from proto to final. Maybe the Wonder Woman, maybe not, but the other ones, like Arthur Fleck too, but the Joker I felt like dropped a little bit. It seems like I still really like it overall, but dropped a little bit. I think maybe this one did, and Catwoman I think did personally. So I don't know. I would just be cautious with them personally, but that's just me. I don't know. It still looks great though. I'm happy. Mario, maybe you'll pick it up. Who knows? Maybe
Shout out to Hugh in the chat, real quick.
What did Hugh in chat drop? Something? Oh, he said,
Shout out to
you
Hugh.
guys are trying really hard to find something wrong with this Harley.
Yes,
Nah, Hugh, get out of here, bro.
No, he's right. He's 100% right. At least for me, I am trying to find something wrong with it because it's expensive. It's a third scale. You're dumping a lot of money, so you want it to be, at least I want it to be like perfect.
Nothing is perfect in this world, dude. No matter how much money you throw at it, bro.
Well, but Marco brought up a point, like how she almost looks like a stand-in actor, sort of, right? So I get that on certain like Hot Toys and shit like that when you're, $200. Well, now it's not $200, but you know what I mean? Like, but dropping a lot of money on a statue like that, I just want it to be like damn well near perfect is how I look at it. I have to scrutinize it because of the amount of money that it costs and the space required it takes up, in your home. All those are factors to where you feel like you may judge something a little bit more critical because of those reasons. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No.
Well, it makes sense to me, man.
Anthony, I would say, the existence of that prototype. And again, when I saw that one, I was like blown away. I was like, that looks just like her. I don't think it translated 1-to-1 to what they're showing here.
No, it's a little different. And I get not everything from prototype to final. That goes in all aspects of collecting. I get that. Things change. It's just for
what
price.
you did there in all aspects.
Well, no, but I'm being sincere here. I'm not just shitting to shit because I'm not. I think it's a good looking statue. I just don't think it's a great looking statue.
Yeah. Well, dude, this is like the most polarizing piece we've ever talked about because like half the chat is like, y'all are crazy. It's perfect. Half the chat is like, nah, something's wrong. Like, it's funny because Carlos dropped super chat. Thanks so much, Carlos. Marco, I agree. The likeness is off. Real quick, grab that golden armor one woman so we can see the perfection.
That's first of all, we have to ban Carlos for the rest of the stream. But
I know.
When I saw the initial pics of this Carlos, I had written this figure off. I was like, it doesn't look like her at all.
Yeah.
Seeing more shots, it's there in certain lights. So maybe that's the case with this. Maybe we just need to see different shots, and it's their lighting that's.
When I saw that Wonder Woman, the JND at WonderCon in person. Damn, that's a freaking beautiful piece, man.
Is it?
That
I've heard
is-
that one might be the
gorgeous,
best.
dude.
I don't know. Yeah, that North Reflect. Yeah, that one's really good. We
That
got,
Wonder Woman's worth buying.
Yeah, Luminar in the house. Renz and I are both artists. We agree it's the nose. Hey, I trust Luminar. Renz too, man. Like Renz, that artwork he's done.
That's what I'm saying. There's
Amazing.
something off.
Yeah,
About
but I mean, if you
Anthony,
guys think it's
I
perfect,
agree.
that's fine too. But. Yeah.
I'm not off. I'm on, man, right now.
Mario,
You're on these
after
nuts,
Jason,
bro.
Mario is tripping. Stay away from the plastic crack, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. This has got to be
Ashley,
the
bro,
most
I thought we had
polarizing
something,
figure,
man.
most polarizing statue we've ever talked about. Like, I don't know, man.
Mario,
You're getting
not
like
to-
Last Jedi responses here.
I
Not
love
for a
everybody
personal
out there,
attack,
man.
Mario, but we got to get you a new computer and some new glasses. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But-
definitely glasses. But you know what? I will say from neck down, she's perfect.
Yeah. The
Like,
outfit looks great.
the outfit looks great. The accessories, her jewelry, the hair, like 95%.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, I get what you mean.
maybe my standards are too high. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean,
It's just an opinion. I just
Yeah.
don't think it's
Yeah.
quite where.
love
Even though it's
Mario.
wrong, it's all good.
Well, I mean, well, look. First of all, how much is it?
It's probably about 2,500.
We don't know, right?
2,400. Wait,
I
it's
think it
about
was like
Harley
25.
Quinn?
Yeah.
Harley Quinn's like
I think it's
24,
25,
20.
wasn't it?
She's sold out now. Yeah, 24, 25.
Okay,
Yeah.
so-
now she's probably
so-
worth more than that, but
So $3,000-ish for something that doesn't quite get the full likeness. That's my
Is
whole
there-
point.
Is there anything out there that gets a full likeness regardless of the price?
Iron Man.
You see?
I don't know. That
you know,
Legolas
one.
from Infinity Studios is a prototype, but
maybe,
It's a prototype. Wait for the production
Yeah, right.
sample.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's also
You're
the other
going to
thing
critically tear
consider.
that thing apart when you see
I know.
it
I
too,
probably will,
Alex.
even though I already paid it off.
The problem with that,
Right.
the problem is the likeness of a real life person. That's where I think the issue lies. Because I tell you what, my pop culture shock third scale Mortal Kombat statues were like 10 out of 10. They're perfect. Like, but they weren't trying to capture an actor, like a real human's face, right? And like, whereas look with an Iron Man, if he's masked, of course it's gonna be perfect. So I get that. It's difficult to capture the likeness. So, but even didn't their Joker looked pretty good, right? Carlos
Which
was
one?
raving all about it, like it was the best thing ever made.
Oh, the Heath Ledger Joker. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's still kind of pretty. You gotta mess with the hair and get it right. Yeah.
Looks like someone stepped on his face, bro.
So
Someone stepped on his face. He did just like get out of a truck and that flipped over. So,
maybe
Like,
it's
hit
just
the
all
wall really
subjective,
hard.
right? The eye of the beholder.
It is. It really is. It really is, man.
yeah. But
It must
Simon, James Bishop, thanks so much, Simon. It looks like she was caught mid-smile of the teeth. Yeah, maybe that's what they were going for. So, but I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. Guys, we got to talk about something else here because this, honestly, I don't know anything about Transformers really, but Queen Studios did announce recently that they announced a Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Jet Power Optimus Prime versus Megatron Diorama. So if this would load for me, they actually, this price actually comes in at $32.49. So pretty extensive there, right? This is going to be one beast of a piece. This is like unpainted. They even showed that. Wow. This thing is crazy. So if there are Transformer fans out there, this is pretty extensive there. So I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Is there anyone here that's like into Transformers, that would go for something like this? Mario, would this appeal to you, man? I know this is pricey, so, and spacey.
First of all, I am a G1 guy. Bayformers don't really appeal to me, but damn, they look good in statue form.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is an insane piece. I mean, it's not just they did Prime, but they also merged them with. I mean, for y'all that watch the movie, is Jetfire, Ninja Scroll. Hell yeah, dude. G1 or go home. That's my guy. But yeah, no, it's amazing. This isn't really my versions of these particular characters, but shit, it looks good. Prime 1's been doing some Transformers pieces as well. In my opinion, I think the PCS statues that they did cell shaded G1 animated versions. Those look fantastic. If anything, I would personally pick those up if I wanted some sort of representation of Megatron and Prime. But God, this looks sick, dude. This is crazy feat of engineering.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Anthony?
Man, I don't want to be like this Debbie Downer over here, bringing me in on the hard shit. Yeah, it's not G1,
some hard
so
shit for
like,
you.
well, here's the thing, nah, dude, I'm good. I couldn't stand these Michael Bay movies. I just couldn't. So it was like I felt like I'll agree with Mario in the sense it looks interesting in statue form.
Mm-hmm.
But I was more interested in the other Prime ones that they dropped, a few weeks ago. Those looked cool, like the Beast War ones, and then some of the G1 stuff. That was dope. Like for me, this is like $3,500.
Yeah, 3,200. Yeah,
you gotta really love Michael Bay. I mean,
yeah,
that's that's hard. Like and Sean, Toku Collector, he's one of the biggest Transformer fans I know, and like. There's no way. Like, he wouldn't even get this. Which is not to say he's, like, the end-all gatekeeper of fucking Transformers, but you know what I mean? Like, if this was, like, some G1 stuff or something, it's just, I don't think these movies were very well received.
That is massive. Look at that scale.
I mean, look at that thing, bro.
That's
like,
insanely massive.
Yeah.
That's really tough.
It's like a half-scale statue, almost. I mean, it's...
Yeah. And
it's
they
like
don't...
half a person.
Yeah, because it's 102 centimeters. I think that's what...
It's like half a Marco right there.
That's like 5 feet, dude.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
102 centimeters is, let's see, that is 40 inches. So that's like half scale Pennywise is like 44, I think. So it's a little under that. Yeah.
Yeah. So 4.5 feet, somewhere in there. That's a lot, man. That's a bit. I mean, like, again, these are like pieces I think that are purchased for like shops.
Yeah.
That are like showcase pieces to like draw you in at the window. Ooh, what's that? Let me come and look, and then I'll buy the smaller hot toy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a lot of people that are. No, realistically, I mean, this is that's a little tough, man. It's weird when they make stuff like this that were for movies that weren't really very well received, right? Like, would you consider these Michael Bay movies kind of akin to like the sequel trilogy for Star Wars?
I don't know though, because these made a lot of money.
Go?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these all made pretty good money. So
the first one I think was pretty decent. Everything else that followed was just garbage in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. But I guess the sequels made good money too, technically. So, but
but it's tough, right? That was the whole. Hey, we're making Star Wars again,
right?
So people were like, "Oh shit, yeah!" And then, But I get it. I get it. It's just it's weird for me looking at like I would imagine if they did like some G1 stuff that would be more because you got to think who's buying this stuff. Okay, obviously the person who's buying it has to like Transformers to begin with. Then they have to be a collector. Then they have to be a like high-end collector. So a high-end Transformers collector would probably gravitate more towards like G1 stuff. So I don't know how well these would sell. You know what I'm saying? Or they could just be great in Asia, though, for all we know. They are like robotic and, super, lots of parts, and that could be well received over there. And it may not necessarily be our target audience. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Yeah, I think that's probably most likely, Anthony.
Something to consider,
that's always been the
too.
rumor, like that it's popular in Asia. So,
well, also too, you got to consider that some of these collectors that may have been kids at the time when this came out could be grown up. I'm actually trying to find the release date of this thing. When did it actually release? Just so I can see if I can prove that point.
Yeah.
Because we see that right now with the prequel trilogy. There was a lot of hate back in the day, Anthony. You remember when the prequels came out? All of us, that were a fan of the OT, were shitting all over it. But these days,
when the hell did Phantom Menace come out? 99?
That was in 1999, right? So now those that grew up with the prequels, those are the ones that are speaking up. They're more vocal about their love for it and appreciation for it, right? So that's why you're starting to see a lot more prequel love these days. Now, this one came out in 2009, right? So it's about a good, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 years or so. So someone could be making decent money at this age, and they could be attracted to something like this.
It's possible.
So for those that were actually that could have possibly grown up on this, it could be for them. I mean, not just in the Asian market, but here in the States as well, or anywhere else worldwide.
Do you guys think it's a generational thing?
Definitely.
Because like Mario's right. Like in 99, I was 18, and I remember going to see The Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
And I left, and I was like, what the hell did I just watch? I was like, that Qui-Gon dude, is that his name? Like I didn't know his name, and I was like, that long hair guy was dope.
But don't say you weren't high as exactly. Don't say you weren't hella high, dude, after watching that fight with Maul.
Well, the fight was the shit when it's just like, wow, when he did like both things. I was like, shit's about to pop off. And then I was like, oh, he died. And then I was like, oh no, long hair guy died. And then
long hair guy died.
I didn't know the names, like I didn't know shit. It was the first time seeing it. And it was like, but it was weird leaving, right? Because you're like, that wasn't really Star Wars, like what we watched for over and over and over and burnt the tapes out in the VCR. You know what I mean? Like we only had 3 movies. So it was such a different thing that Mario's right. Like, dude, people were, that was the war of the late 90s, early 2000s. It was like you were either an OT fan or you were the enemy.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what I mean? Remember they made that whole people versus George Lucas thing? Like it was bad. It was bad.
Marco, just to go back real quick on Anthony's statement, just to give you a little bit of substance, VCRs, there were different, consider those as like, the modern Blu-ray player or whatever you stream on the web. But it was like a physical little box where they were having cassettes. That
it was like
in there.
You could tape
there was really something back in the day,
record over them and like
come on, I'm not Riley, I'm not KG, guys.
That's true.
Well, and that was the first time I saw
you
the
actually
OT
have a beard.
That's true. Right, he does have a beard. Riley will have one next week. Marco, what do you think, man, about this Transformer statue? How do you feel about it?
I would just say it looks sweet. Like it looks pretty crazy. It does suffer from what the movies suffer from, that the robots or the Transformers are so intricate that it's like hard to tell what's going on. Gotcha. I would say, which might actually work well. Yeah, it's like just like a jumble of like parts, but that could work really well
it really is.
In a statue form, right? Like, because you could have some time to like sit there and study every little piece, and so in that sense, like I think it could be really cool. But obviously, I'm not the target audience, and it doesn't feel that anyone else here is. But it seems like a really unique piece, and maybe if you're someone who collects just like one thing, this could be a big statement piece if you really love these movies.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm with you, Marco, that I do feel like it's a lot going on, but it's a very intricate, badass piece. So, And Carlos had dropped a comment earlier about this being like basically 10 hot toys. So yeah, like if you really just prefer statues or you love Transformers and you want to give that type of thing up and make that trade, that's something you could do. You know, this is a really, really nice, intricate piece. But I do think you're right, Marco. I think it does suffer from chaos. I think it's like
it's too busy, right?
It's a lot. It's a lot of moving parts, and I think that's also like it's like to the film or to the piece's like strength and also to its weakness, to its detriment. I feel like it's like it looks really cool, but then you're like I'm like overwhelmed looking at it. I'm like there's like so many parts and like it's just a lot of. But it's also kind of cool, like you said, if you were to look at it a lot. So I don't know, but I don't like Transformers really that much. Like I mean, even the Bumblebee film, like I liked it, but I don't love it. I enjoyed it, but. I've not quite got into the Transformers films because Michael Bay is just not really my taste. I can't really get into his films, but I don't know. It's a cool piece nonetheless. I thought it was worth showing because definitely there's some people out there who are excited about it. So there's a lot of Transformers stuff out there though. I feel like 3-0 and then everything else under the sun.
Prime 1.
Yeah, Prime 1, 3-0, and now Queen. But I think this is. I think you guys are right. I think this is an Asia move. I think this is like Queen saying, "Hey, that's our primary market, and we're gonna make something for them." So, and they're only making like 388 of those or something like that. So not that many. So, guys, all right, we're gonna wrap it there. I think so. Let's go around real quick. And
I just got here.
Anthony, bro, you showed up in I know. You were too busy chatting with the ladies. So
I had a No, I've been working on stuff.
Okay, Marco, bro,
and that.
Thanks.
But yeah.
Thanks so much for joining, man. And what's going up on 165? I know you and Gigi are doing something fun soon. I'm willing to bet.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Will. Awesome time, great panel. And so Gigi and I just dropped our most recent episode of the podcast, the She Said No podcast. So go check that out if you haven't already. And if you're not subscribed to 165, go check us out also on Instagram, 1_6_fix. So it had been, we were on quite a long hiatus there. And we want to get back on doing like the live streams where the origin story series is what we talk about, where, we kind of talk what got people into collecting. And so hoping to get back onto those in the near future, but it's been a little crazy in terms of our schedules recently. And I'll just say, tomorrow I'll be on Jedi Knight's watch stream and then Tuesday on Collecting Weekly. So a lot of good content coming on the channel and on others' channels.
Dude, that sounds like a blast, man. That's going to be a lot of fun. So Anthony, dude, thanks so much for joining in the last hour, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry I got here a little late.
Oh man, you were busy.
It happens. But yeah, man, thanks for inviting me as always.
Dude, as always, man. What's coming up on 6K Mafia, dude? I know there's some good shit coming up.
Yeah. I mean, what is coming up? I mean, live streams on Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
Some news and stuff. I was streaming Lego Star Wars, and I still am. But they demonetized all my videos, episodes 1 through 4, and they straight blocked episode 3 for the entire world.
Dirty.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who was this? Was it EA game? Who made it?
No, it's the Lego guys. I forgot who they are. But
okay, gotcha.
but it's all. But it's because the Disney music. You see what I'm saying? Because it's there. So I got like 9 copyrights on each video from all the different soundtracks that start playing. So like I'll probably continue it. Start with Empire Strikes Back now all the way to Rise of Skywalker, but I think I'm gonna have to turn the music off. Sucks, but what can you do? You know what I mean? So I was doing that for fun because it's cool and it's Star Wars. But yeah, streams on Saturday. We had to stream last night. I know you couldn't make it, but but that was good, man. That was good. And then some news updates and stuff. And who knows, man? Who knows? Road to 2K. I'm almost 2K, so that's cool, man. So it's pretty good. It's working out. So again, yeah, thanks for what's up?
Did you display just change color in the background?
Yeah, he changed it to purple on us.
Look at that.
I think it did.
Damn.
That purple.
He's just flexing on us now.
Oh no. I think I may have actually hit a button or something. I don't know.
Oh man, look at you.
Look at that flexing on us right now.
I was flexing a little bit. Nah, man, I'm just playing around. I was checking out my things. Yeah, man, I finally got my lights up. And we were talking about it last night. Can I ask you guys before we dip?
Yeah.
Do I remove the television and build a third case so it's 9 feet wide?
I probably would.
It's got to go.
Wait, do you have somewhere else to put the TV though? Is there another spot?
On the ceiling?
Not particularly. So, and I was debating because I'm having Jabba coming soon. And Jabba will take
Definitely
up
then.
like
The
one,
sideshow one?
Yeah, one shelf. He's 3 feet wide, and these shelves are 3 feet wide. So I was thinking, you know what I mean? I could scoot this one over a smidge, and then it'd be like a 9-foot massive, badass display. But anyway, yeah, I'm debating.
That
I know,
would be badass, but taking the TV out, man, if you have nowhere else to put it, that would kind of suck. What if you want to watch Ozark?
I may have to figure something. Go watch Ozark. I still haven't, I watched season 1.
Oh, okay.
When it
I got
aired,
like a
and
couple
then-
more episodes yet. So
And then that was it. So I need
done.
to, I need to check that, man. But anyway,
Yeah,
I
long way to
digress. It's cool.
Oh, I like
Again,
that
as
color.
always.
I like that
pleasure.
orange color. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Or
so
that's
That
brown.
stands, that
That
pops,
really
actually. That
super
stands
pops,
out.
yeah.
That does kind of pop. I like that. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, I mean, because I've got the spotlights originally. Remember, those are
Yeah,
still in
yeah.
there. I left them, and then I did the strips. So you still have some nice light, and then you can have your actual,
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice. But anyway, yeah, that's really it, man. Come check it out if you guys already haven't. I'm sure you have. Subscribe to everybody here. I'm sure their links are somewhere on the channel here.
Yep.
I'm trying to get mine to change color, but they won't do anything.
Nah, bro, you can't. And the thing, you know what? I love Moji cases. That's the only problem, man, is you can't dim those lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're actually working on that. I think there's some feedback, and someone mentioned that they're considering it.
Really? Yeah. They
So that would be nice. I would
that
actually
actually
do that. I
surprises
would
me.
consider an upgrade. Yeah.
You can't dim the lights. Wow. That's a little bit surprising.
No, they're just
Yeah.
static. So it's, and it's
Yeah.
that's
That's
my
kinda
only drawback.
unfortunate.
They're still great. And Mario's is almost done.
It is.
It's
It
looking
is.
real good back there, Mario.
There's-
But what do
You know what he's
we-
going to
we
do
gotta-
to all his cases? You're going to have to just watch his channel and see. But
Nice.
Definitely.
yeah,
Mario,
he's
what's
got
coming up
some
on your
cool
channel,
stuff going
man?
in there.
Well, as Mafia just alluded to, still working on this display. Got some plans
Ooh.
going on, so it's gonna be it's gonna be definitely be popping. What's going on as far as the channel is concerned? After that, I hope to get a collection tour hopefully soon. The goal is before Celebration. We'll actually see what happens if I make it or not. I may have an announcement pretty soon. Stay tuned for that regarding a road to. I mean, it's only 500, but stay tuned in the near future.
You did have an
s-
announcement.
Well, I need to make it public on my own channel. All right, let me build it up. All right, come on now.
All right.
Let him get the people
Jeez.
excited.
I got you.
Yeah, man.
I got you. He's getting into Black Series again.
Oh, shit.
Spoiler alert.
You get the applause, Mario.
You have to wonder.
You have to wonder.
Stay on
Look,
target.
we've got Celebration coming up in a couple weeks, and I'm hell excited just to go out there, man, meet up with everyone out that's actually coming out, and just to be a part of the whole gig. So watch out on my Instagram for a bunch of photos. I'll be posting some videos on the channel regarding Celebration. I'm also planning a trip to Frankenstein's pretty soon. I'm gonna go and document that for all of y'all. So yeah, man, we got a couple things going on, and keep an eye out on the channel. And again, Will, thanks as always for having me on. It's always a blast hanging out, especially hanging out with Marco, Anthony, as always. It was fun, man. Had a good time tonight. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
on.
Dude, always happy to have you, Mario. You know this. You're the beard god. Come on now.
Hey,
So,
appreciate
couldn't
it.
Before
make
we
some good
leave, can I say one thing?
My beard
Yeah,
apprentice.
dude, go ahead.
Okay. If I'm correct, because I've been watching this, I think we got about 35 minutes left for the lunar eclipse tonight.
Oh.
Okay,
wow.
that doesn't happen very often. So maybe in
Didn't
a
we
half
just have one?
hour. I'm sorry?
Didn't we just have one actually a few years ago? I could have sworn.
Did we?
Not often is what I'm saying. It ain't like the sunrise and sunset every
Well,
day,
Dude, all I know is that every 2 years, someone's always saying, hey, go outside, go look up and see what
Yeah,
happens.
but
I'm
right
like,
now,
okay.
go for a walk in 20 minutes and check out the lunar eclipse. It's badass. Sometimes it's cool to just, back up and gaze upon the stars, man.
Hot Toy's going to release something, a lunar eclipse edition. So,
They might.
They
They
might
might.
get it
There's a
tonight.
crazy universe
Mace
out there,
Windu.
bro. Anyway,
Mace
that's all I
Windu
wanted to
lunar eclipse
remind
edition.
people if
All right,
they didn't
Another
know.
Iron Man.
That's actually good. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to stay awake and go do it. So,
Yeah, it's cool. I might,
Yeah.
go live or something on Instagram and just be like,
dude, that would be cool.
yeah,
That'd be better.
whatever,
So you said like 35 minutes or something?
Yeah, in about a half hour.
Oh, I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Guys, thanks so much for joining tonight. Seriously, this panel was amazing. And thanks everyone for, supporting in the chat and, giving us all your feedback. Always a good time. Seriously. So we'll be back next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, same time as always. I will be out on Layout Stream on Wednesday, and I won't have Lights Camera Collect on Friday because I won't be here. I'm actually going to be in Baltimore. So I'm going to be a little bit further away. So, but Lights Camera Collect will be back next Friday. And Collectors Mingle will still be at the same time Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. So all I can say is thank you to this amazing panel as always. Some of my best bros here. You guys are incredible, always amazing. And the chat, again, you guys are awesome. So we covered a lot of really good stuff tonight. It was a lot of fun. So I'm glad you guys had fun also.
It was fun, man.
Yeah,
Don't forget to watch
it?
Clone Wars, Will.
I know. I gotta watch Clone Wars.
No.
There's
JD
one
Harley Quinn FUW.
It's
one topic
bad.
I'm saving for next time too.
It's
So.
bad.
Will, what season are
because
you
I'm
stuck
watching it
on
now.
for Clone Wars?
I think I got stuck on season 1. Like I think
Okay.
I got like maybe like Marco like 10 episodes in,
Okay.
like something like that. You know, and I heard it gets better by season 3, but I couldn't do it.
I'm in 2 right now, and it's boy, I just can't break over the hump. Like
Yeah,
It's
dude,
rough.
I'm struggling. I'm struggling.
There's a lot to go through, man. But
You know what I will say?
I've
I'm done right at the end of season 5. Season 5 is actually really good, but there is like a trunicated list. Just Google it and watch like key episodes, so you can skip a lot of that that slog that you're kind of
there
like
you go.
Don't
experiencing.
deprive yourself of the beautiful.
No, because
Clone
then
Wars.
you can be like,
Man.
I'm gonna go back and maybe watch some of the filler Jar Jar episodes.
Dude, that's
and
like,
stuff.
yo,
Like,
that's like me like saying, hey man, there's a list of Star Trek episodes you guys need to go see, man. Forget the entire series as a whole. Just go watch 2 episodes.
honestly,
and you'll be
I
fine.
wouldn't even be I wouldn't even be opposed to that. I mean, older Trek, man, we had 7 seasons each, 176 episodes.
And only 2 of them matter, right?
You know, no, they're all
Episodes
great.
matter.
But my point is, sometimes people don't have time to wade through, 300 hours of one show. So, I can see them having kind of this abridged version where they can really hit the keynotes, and then if they want to go back and watch the others,
Yeah. Well, all I can say is bye, guys.